well, 3 back-to-back wins under Conte in the Premier League. So all good. But were you worried at all today?
Not really, no. Not really, no. I mean, like you said, it's a shame about Reguilon. But Oliver Skip, phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. Lucas Moura was great. And again, I think Davies was fantastic again. He
really was. You talk about Ollie Skip, but what a mature performance it was from him today.
I've just tweeted about it. He is now he reminds me very much of Michael Carrick, with the potential to get better than Carrick. I think he's an absolutely incredible talent at such a young age. To be putting out displays like this is incredible.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems to be, a few of the players who were cast aside or people lost hope with under the previous managers seem to be having a good time there. You got, as you say, Davis. Sessegnon came on and had a good game today. I thought Doherty came on and did pretty well as well. So, are you happy with that? Some of the cast-offs performing well today?
I am, Simeon. I mean, I've always said there's a player in Sanchez. He just needs consistency. He's not the most aesthetically pleasing defender, but he gets the job done. And he had another good game, and he's putting in performances. Davies has just been phenomenal under Conte. It's night and day to what we've had with him before. And yeah, the players are doing well, although Tanganga worries me at right wing back now. He really does. I think the position for him is right centre back or inner centre back. I just don't think he can do the right wing back role at all.
Yeah, I mean, the beginning of that second half, he was getting done time and time again by Brandon Williams and taken off, and rightly so. And Doherty came on and had a really good performance, I thought.
One of his best, although he did a really good tackle, and then he tried to clip a ball through to KANE, which went out for a throw, which was like, oh my God. I mean, where was that even going? But no, it was better. You can't deny that it was definitely better.
Definitely.
Yeah. But in terms of the overall performance from Spurs, do you think, did 3-0 flatter us? Did we deserve the 3-0 win? But Dean Smith says, at 1-0, he believes Norwich were the better side until, we got the second goal from Sanchez. What was your take on it?
You know what? The start of that second half was quite nerve-wracking because they were coming on top a bit, and there was that missed shot from Pookie that I can't remember the player's name that deflected it a little bit away, and it was getting a little bit anxious. But as soon as that second goal went in, it was just, that's it, game over. And his son with a smile on his face, you're always going to get the best out of him, and he looks back on bang at it again. So it was good. Moura had one of those games, as you know, me and John Cooper love our Lucas Moura. That goal was something special.
It really was. Top bins, wasn't it? Absolutely top bins. And, we've seen Lucas dribble around players and do those 1-2s. How many times do we see that? Time and time again from Lucas Moura. But he actually provided that end product that we're cool on him to do, and that we know. And that's why I get so frustrated with Lucas, because we know he has that in his locker, but just doesn't do that enough for me.
No, with that you've got. I agree with. I mean, I back him a lot of the times. I say when he loses the ball and people go on about losing the ball, it's because he's trying to be progressive, because he's trying to go forward. And you can understand if he makes a few missed passes with that. But today, even his little flicks to Son and starting off moves, just everything he tried came off. And like you said, he needs to find a way to do this consistently.
But Brian, another blank from Harry Kane today. How did you assess his performance?
Do you know what? I don't know what to say here, because you can see he's trying, but I just don't understand how he's not performing better now. I mean, he should be scoring a couple of those today without foul. And his passing again looked a bit off. It wasn't his best. I thought in the last few games he's gone up a level each game, and today's kind of stagnated. So he needs to get this goal so bad. I thought the chip was actually going in the first half.
I know, me as well.
I was praying for that to go in, but it was he's still got the alertness to do it, but there's just something not clicking, and he needs to sort this out. And the sad thing is we don't have backup to say, right, Kane, just have half off or sit out for a game. We've got someone to just take the burden off you. We just can't do it at the moment. So it's not looking good, though, is it?
Well, Conte said he can't see a Tottenham lineup without Harry Kane starting, didn't he? So it doesn't look like he's going to be getting any sort of break anytime soon.
But then he also said that Bergwijn's going to play second fiddle to Harry Kane, and maybe he will come in maybe at some point.
Yeah, and you see that lovely little bit of showboating by Bergwijn again. That little back heel. I think it was brilliant as well. For someone that's low in confidence, apparently he's doing that. Listen,
but apparently he might have picked up an injury at the end. They said.
Bergwijn?
Fantastic. Oh, Jesus Christ. He comes on for 3 minutes or something. He's almost becoming like Gio Luanderton, isn't he? He's It's really not looking good. But it just goes to show with Conte saying that about KANE that we need to get a competition. We need to sort this striker out in January to give him competition. We have to.
Yeah. On the back of those 3 wins now, you know, you're talking about games where we should be winning, you know, Norwich at home, Brentford at home, Leeds at home as well. The next 4 fixtures are a bit more tough. You know, we go to Brighton next, then we go to Leicester, then Liverpool at home, and then Palace at home. What are you expecting in these next 4 games?
So I did this. I was on Paxton Road the other day and we went through these games. So I said, Brighton, I think we're going to get a draw, only because we've got a horrible record at Brighton. It seems to be like one of those grounds where we just don't get the job done. So I went for a draw. I think we're going to beat Leicester. And I actually think Harry Kane's going to score a few in that game because he always scores against Leicester. Always. Then Liverpool, I've said I'm saying a draw right now. That will be an unbelievable result if we can get that. And then who's the one after Liverpool?
Palace at home.
Palace at home we should do them. We always do them at home. It's the away game. So what's that? 3-6. I'm going for 8 points out of 12, which will be. I think that's acceptable.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Right.
And finally, Brian, man of the match today.
Without a doubt, Ollie Skip. Without a doubt, like I said, this guy is becoming like he's like a Michael Carrick. He just dictates the game. He's perfected the sliding tackle, which seems to be a lost art in football today. But he seems to have perfected it and brought it back. He is just going. He was probably our best player under Nuno, and he's just shining even more brighter under Conte.
Really is. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. But Brian, always a pleasure speaking to you, my friend. Any parting words from you?
Only 2.
Go on.
Levy out.
Big up, Brian.
Nice
See you
one,
soon,
Brian.
buddy.